Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Hope you're doing fabulously today and hope the world is treating you pretty good. Harry having a second thoughts. Yes, Harry and Meghan, they are panicked over toning down the language in their new documentary. Now we know they have been told that, hey, things are going to go on with this documentary, but they want to tone it down and they are in a panic over it. Some of the language that they used in the documentary following the death of the Queen. Meghan has described some things within her August interview with The Cut as the piece of her life that she hasn't been able to share. And I'm thinking, well, why do you want to share it? Didn't you want a private life? Like, this woman is so full of contradictions and it just boggles the mind. She hasn't been able to show the world her love story. Why do you need to show people your love story? Like, you don't love him. You want us to look at you and think, oh, y'all so in love, but you're not in love. So she wants to perpetuate this false narrative that she is in love with this man, because we know that this marriage, this whole coming together of this couple is not based on the foundation that is sustainable. But you know what? That will come with time. And I don't know why, but there is this sense of just fakeness that we see when we watch it. So Harry and Meghan, they are said to now be planning changes. The commentators, and we all know the royal watchers, all those people that give us their views on things, they have speculated that the series also could be critical of the king and other senior royals, including who else but Camilla? Yes, Camilla. You know, William, Kate, there's going to be all these nasty things that they're going to say. I mean, you might as well just have to redo the whole documentary. You just have to do it over. You can't go in and say things that are now nice about them, because you have given us your true feelings and now you want to change it. It just seems fake. Just like this whole love story, it just seems very fake. So it has been reported also that they have began rethinking the project before the Queen even died on September 8th, because they wanted to try to soften things for the show's portrayal of the firm. And it's like, if this is how you felt about the firm, if this is why you left, then stick to what you said and own it. Pull up your big boy britches and your big girl panties and stick to it, because that's what you said. That's what you said. Stick to it. So Meghan, she's also going to be taking legal actions to stop Prince Harry from being deposed in the civil case with her father. She doesn't want him deposed in the civil case. And she doesn't want Oprah Winfrey also to face being deposed. And see, they are being called to testify in the case that is centered on Meghan and Samantha's case. Meghan Markle is reportedly trying to block the attempts to depose Harry and her father. And it's like, how are you going to stop people from being deposed? Like, why would you even do this? And one thing that really gets me about this whole case with Samantha and Meghan is how Meghan's lawyers try to just dismiss Samantha, like, oh, we're not going to give this any bit of time. This doesn't deserve our time. This is a waste of time. Ugh, we don't have time to deal with this. Well, you better wake up and realize you better deal with it, because Samantha's not playing. Samantha has been hurt. Samantha's life is significant. The things that have happened to her matter. And what Meghan did to her matters. And she needs to get ready, because it's getting ready to happen. It's going to happen. It better happen. Because you cannot allow someone like Samantha to be treated the way her sister has treated her, and then to go on these shows, these podcasts, and talk about women empowerment and the labels that are attached to women, when Meghan is the biggest proponent of doing the things that she speaks against. That is what I don't understand. And her lawyers try to dismiss Samantha. It really infuriates me. It's because it's like you want to just dismiss her whole life as being irrelevant. How can you be so heartless? If you haven't done anything wrong, why does it matter if they are deposed? Let them speak if you haven't done anything wrong. But Meghan's in a panic. She's in a panic over the Netflix documentary. She's in a panic over this lawsuit with her sister. And her sister has legitimate grounds for this lawsuit. It has ruined her life. It has ruined everything that she's able to do to even earn a living. It has been perpetuated by her sister, Meghan. And it's really upsetting to see, and it should not be allowed. And as far as I'm concerned, I think, Meghan needs to be called out by the people that have these big platforms. You need to put a stop to it. You need to make Meghan be a better person, because she has a big platform and she has to show responsibility with that. And I think part of that is why she's trying to walk back the things she said about the royals. And if she wants to walk back the things about the royals, then she needs to want to walk back the things that she has said about her sister, Samantha. Let's keep it real. Let's just keep it real. Look, you want to walk that back? Walk back then what you said about your father and your sister, so that you can come full circle with the wrongs that you have done, because obviously there's some regret there. And if she's starting to feel regret because now the queen has passed, then she needs to start to feel regret while those that are still alive can receive her apology. So she is responding to this legal action by her half sister, Samantha. Samantha is suing Meghan over her interview with Oprah. It is understood that Samantha is also going to be suing Meghan over materials that were published in this book, Finding Freedom, because there was a whole chapter done on Samantha. This is how much Meghan despised her sister. And I think she despised her so much because she spoke the truth about her. She's not allowing Meghan to have her story. I mean, imagine this. Imagine if there was no Samantha or Thomas Markle Jr. and they could not speak about their lives with their half sister. What do you think we would be thinking about Meghan now? We would look at her completely differently, right? Because we would not have the other side of the story. We would only have Meghan's narrative. So we just have to look at it for what it is, and that is the truth was revealed. So Meghan and Harry's, their new photos show a breakaway from the firm, trying to remain relevant as usual. Harry and Meghan, the Harkles, have made the decision to unveil new photos of themselves just 2 days after King Charles III released his official portrait. Shows that the couple, they are trying to be relevant. They're still doing it. So Charles should be just like, you know what? I'm taking those titles away, because you're still trying to overstep your bounds. They really are trying to be the royals of America. So following their exit from the firm, it has been claimed that Harry and Meghan were captured in a pair of stunning photos, which show them holding hands during their first trip to the UK since their departure from the royal family and their move to the US. The images were released on Instagram by the couple's friend and photographer, Misan Harriman, a US professor of marketing specializing in how the firm brands itself. They went on to tell the UK Express, I think that they're just trying to build their relevance as a brand independent of the royal family, which always was going to be a challenge. Yes, it was, because you stepped out of the royal family on a lie that you wanted to go have a quiet life somewhere. And now you're over in America trying to be the new royals of America. And we sick of you. We sick of you trying to perpetrate your way as royals. It's the Royal Association that made them interesting to people in the first place. So the jury is out as to what level of interest remains since they chose to leave. Now, Mr. Fitzwilliams also went on to say that the photos the Sussexes have just released are further proof that they are not coordinating their activities with other members of the royal family. And can I just speak to this photo briefly? Look at this. Look at how she is standing in front of Harry. She's clearly the center of attention. They are ever so slightly holding hands, trying to show we will remain together in our fakeness. We're going to hold hands to taunt you and to show you that I'm the queen and he's the handbag. This is what this photo says to me. Not to mention that this photo was taken a month ago when they were at the One Young World Summit, trying to release a photo as if it is an up-to-date photo in the time right after the king releases his photo. Their appearance just after the release of the official photographer of its most senior members taken on the eve of the Queen's funeral, and coinciding with the first joint public engagement of the King and Queen consort in Scotland, proves that clearly enough. We can see it very clearly in our faces what they're doing. I just don't know what to make with Harry and Meghan. I think their day of reckoning, their day of learning is coming. It is coming. King Charles's coronation date for next year leaked. Buckingham Palace has responded. Buckingham Palace has said that the date has been set for King Charles's coronation. Bloomberg cited government officials as saying the ceremony at Westminster Abbey is going to happen on June 3rd of next year. Oh my goodness, I guess I'm coming back to England, you guys. I guess I'm coming back. Now, the date would mark the 70th year and one day on the late Queen's coronation on June 2nd of 1953. Charles's coronation had been expected to take place in the spring or summer of 2023. There have been reports that the ceremony could be scaled down due to the cost of living crisis. And a source has also said to The Mirror last month that the King is very aware of the struggles felt by modern Britain, so he wishes to carry this through, that although his coronation ceremony could stay right and true to the long-held traditions of the past, it should also be representative of the monarchy in a modern world. And I think that's going to mean and make it a little bit more for our modern times. So we want to just welcome the new king and all the great things that he is going to do that is going to be different than how the Queen did things. We welcome this, and we also welcome more teachable moments from our king to the new wackadoos in Montecito. Yes. We're looking forward to some new teachable moments from our new king. All right. This is all I have for this one, you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Mwah.